And here is the summons of the Income Tax Department in my hand. Just want to hold it up. It's Government of India, Director of Income Tax Investigation. Summons under Section 131A of the Income Tax Act, signed by the Deputy Director of Income Tax, has been served to the Aam Aadmi Party. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to point out to the time, the date, it's 9th that it's been served today. 9th, it was actually dated one day before the results. It has been, the news about it comes out today after the results. This is just, I just wanted to point this out at the start. So what's political about it this morning? And welcome, let's debate this with Narayan Vyas of the BJP from Ahmedabad, BJP Sambit Patra, and R Vaidyanathan, Professor of IIM Bangalore, also leans to the BJP, so strong contingent from the BJP side. On the other side, Sanjay Jha of the Congress, Pankaj Gupta of the Aam Aadmi Party said it was political this morning, and Kamal Mitra Chenoy also of the Aam Aadmi Party. Pankaj Gupta, we start with you, and after that it's an open debate. Professor Vaidyanathan, and to all the others, open debate, please. So, what's political about this? You've got an income tax notice. What's political about it?
Yes. Nothing political about it. What we have said that it is, timing is very suspect.
Why?
Plus, what we have said is, even we actually said that we should go for SIT. We went to Chief Justice of the country. We said that all the parties should open their accounts. We ourselves said that we are ready for all
why should there be an SIT? It is a summons. It is a summons under the Income Tax Act. It is a question of funding of a political party. How can you decide whether you have an SIT or a Supreme Court judge or whatever? Why not have an income tax investigation?
We never said that we will decide whom to serve the notice. If the notice has come to us, we will definitely respond to the notice.
Why is the timing suspect? Why is the timing suspect, Pankaj Gupta? Tell me, why is the timing suspect?
Because it could have been served even at the point when we had said that we are ready for the inspection.
Why should it be given? Why should it be based upon when you want it? I don't understand. Why should the authorities respond in the time you want, in the way that you want?
Sir, why is that only we have been summoned the notice?
No, Congress has also got it.
There have been
Congress party has also got it. Have you got it, Sanjay Jha? Have you got the notice? Sanjay Jha, you also got the notice.
Is it like a witch hunt?
Why is it a witch hunt?
Why is it a witch hunt? Answer you very quickly before I think the AAP gentleman wraps it up. This is a classic case of the pot calling the kettle black. For a party,
who's the pot and who's the kettle?
Party which is a paragon of
who's the pot and who's the kettle?
Cozy capitalism. The Bharatiya Janata Party is an epitome of cozy capitalism, not just crony capitalism. Which, by the way, are you aware, Arnab, that this is the only party, the BJP is the only party amongst all political parties in India that, as per the ADR report, has not submitted the list of donors for 2013-14 for people who have donated above rupees 20,000. That is what needs to be investigated on a priority before.
I'll get into that later. I'm asking you. No, I'm asking you and Pankaj Gupta. I am asking you and Pankaj Gupta. I am asking you and Pankaj Gupta
to try and throw.
I am asking you and Pankaj Gupta. 1 minute, please. Please tell me what is the connection between the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress Party. Why don't you just tell me what your connection is? Financial? Is there a financial connection between the two parties?
Well,
Pankaj Gupta, is there a financial connection between the Congress and the Aam Aadmi
Party? Is
there a financial connection between both of you? Please tell me.
The Congress Party has already explicitly stated.
Is there a financial connection between the Congress Party and the Aam Aadmi Party? Please tell me. I'm asking you again.
The company has a PAN number. It has a PAN number.
I am asking you, is there any financial?
Since 2005.
Okay, I'm asking you, why aren't you answering my question? Why don't you answer my question? My question, Pankaj Gupta, is there a financial link? Is there a financial umbilical cord between the Congress Party and the Aam Aadmi Party?
Arnab, are you saying that if a company donates to two parties...
Why? It's not an allegation, it's a question.
Connection between...
I'm not making an allegation, I'm asking a question.
Arnab, please answer.
Absolutely a red herring. Because they have been outed in the Delhi elections.
I'm listening to you, Pankaj Gupta.
If one company donates to two parties, does it mean that there is a link between two parties whom the company is donating?
Can I ask you
I'm pretty sure that all the parties are linked throughout.
So you admit So you do admit? No. One second. Pankaj, should we open up the debate, please? Let's put the burning questions on the screen as well. 1 second.
Vedanta has both getting so worked up. Congress and BJP. So will you say there's a political relationship between Congress and BJP?
Can I ask you something? Why are you both getting so worked up? I'm only asking a question.
We have got nothing to do with the Aam Aadmi Party and their own funding structure.
There are political trusts.
We are independent political entities.
There are political trusts which are donating to all the
I'm not
political
getting
parties.
the answer.
So what would you say?
No, my question is, there is one company based at...
There are political trusts.
So which is...
There are political
Is this a political trust? There's a company called Goldmine, Buildcon. 1 second. A company called, and I have their registration numbers, Form 23 I have got of this company. And I've got their corporate identity number, etc., etc. It ends with 138476. Anybody can find out about it. Authorized capital of the company is 1 lakh rupees. The papers are here with me. Please tell me, gentlemen, Sanjay Jha and Pankaj Gupta, and I'll open up the debate. Any of you feel free to come in, by the way. Professor Vaidyanathan, Narayan Vyas, Sambit Patra, and Kamal Mitra Chenoy. I am asking you today that please tell me how come this same company is being used to route money, lakhs of rupees, from the same address, loss-making company, unknown person called some Hem Prakash Sharma, income tax PAN number is also there, ends with 128. Why is the same person giving lakhs of rupees to the Congress president and to the Aam Aadmi Party?
Who is supposed to answer that, Arnab?
I'm asking you.
This is up to the company to respond.
No, but who is the company? Why are they giving you the money?
Let Mr. Gupta finish.
Who is this person giving large amounts of money to both your parties?
It is.
Who is
So
this
when
person?
you yourself name the
Arnab,
person,
there are
he's the
companies
person,
have
he's the
electoral
director.
trusts.
Sir, I'm putting, let's put the questions out on the
Arnab,
screen, please.
companies are
1 second.
allowed to have electoral trusts.
No, please.
Arnab, if you listen to me for
Sanjay,
a minute,
please
companies
answer.
are allowed
I'm
to have
tired
electoral
of
trusts
asking the same
which
question
fund
repeatedly.
different political parties,
Sir,
and many of them fund several political parties at the same time.
So
now,
no,
that is not a
okay.
coincidence.
So-
it is part of their
So a
voluntary
dummy company,
decision to
the
take
same
whatever
dummy
call they wish
company,
to. Because
the same
to
dummy
assume that there is
company-
a political understanding
You
is
see,
an
Pankaj-
absolutely an incongruous
Pankaj, you are in charge of finance for the Aam Aadmi
This is
Party.
the larger point I want to raise.
No,
at the
you are
beginning of the
in
debate.
charge of
Why
finance
has
for the Aam
Bharatiya
Aadmi
Janata
Party,
which has been spending millions and millions of
Absolutely,
dollars
I
on
am.
Indian election campaign, they should be investigated.
I'll ask questions.
BJP has been
BJP
spending
questions
5
I'll ask to the
crores
BJP.
in one day's advertisement in the Delhi election.
Is that the issue now?
People should be investigated. The BJP.
I am asking
Look
you-
at the Lok Sabha expenditure. Look at the Maharashtra election expenditure.
Sir, let me
it's
tell you,
humongous. It's
the three
embarrassing.
companies-
It's an embarrassment of illegal riches.
Sir, this-
I want to
Mr.
make an
Mr.
accusation on your channel that the Bharatiya Janata Party needs to be investigated for all their funding for the last 3 years, and
Right.
you'll find the ultimate example of crony and cozy capitalism there.
Well, since yesterday,
And I think this is a
Arnab-
red herring trying to divert the issue.
Since
Because
yesterday,
they lost
the
Delhi
BJP has
elections.
lost its voice, it seems. Since yesterday, it seems to me the BJP has lost its
The
voice.
voice is very much there. Only we are waiting for you to allow us
No,
to come in
you
and take
don't
on
have to
Sanjay
get
Jha.
polite
Allow me.
overnight. No, I'm on a very...
No. We were always polite.
Mr.
I
Patra.
really want to take on Sanjay Jha. Mr. Sanjay Jha, only 9 months ago you were in power. If you have all these knowledge that BJP is sitting on dubious funding, so why was your government not allowing any kind of investigation? Why was your government not serving IT notice? And Mr. Sanjay Jha, this is not a case of any company funding all the political parties. Well, yes,
at least you're
Vedanta may
accepting
have
that you have
contributed to
illegal
you,
funding.
it may have contributed to me. These are non-existent fraud companies, and that is the reason as to why there is something
Not to me,
fishy.
to
That
the
is the
Congress
reason as
party.
to why we are saying that there is something fishy. And thirdly, if an IT notice has been served to you, why the time is a suspect? It is an opportunity. It is an opportunity to come clean.
Mr.
And you all
Pankaj
have been
Gupta, are
saying
you
that you are
taking
clean.
money?
You
Are
have
you
been
taking
saying that
cash?
you want
We
an
have-
opportunity. Here is an
We have
opportunity.
always said that if
Mr.
the-
Gupta, 1 minute. Mr. Gupta, can I
Of
ask you?
course.
Can I ask
Mr.
Patra,
Gupta,
why
of
has
course.
your party not
Sure,
why has
I'm
your
saying-
party not disclosed the list of all the people who have donated to you above rupees 20,000? Can you please answer the
Don't
question?
change the
It is in
subject,
public
Son. Don't
domain
change the
that
subject,
Bharatiya
Sanjay.
Janata
Don't change the
Party is
subject,
a
I'll
Sanjay.
answer you that also,
That is not
Sanjay
donate,
Jha.
that is not
Whose
disclosed.
notice
the
is
details.
this?
This
Is
is
this
very
the notice
important
of
subject.
election
Subject,
commission
yes.
that you are talking of?
This is totally
Mr.
diverting
Sanjay
the
Jha, is
subject.
this the
a
notice of
separate
election
issue
commission
altogether.
you are talking of?
Right now, Arnab, right now the issue
Narayan
and debate
Vyas.
is something with which Aam Aadmi Party is concerned. The notice is served to Aam Aadmi Party. The Aam Aadmi Party should explain why they are not able to comply with a notice which has simple questions, where you supply more details even in a simple KYC form to a bank. You are not able to supply this information even reliably to the income tax department.
Who said?
And you are trying to divert the entire issue by raking up the issues which are non-existent.
No, not at all.
We all know how the
Not at all. Not at all.
Then why are you unnecessarily getting worked up?
16th of this month, we will be replying.
Glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
We will be replying, and we are very sure that we have not done anything wrong.
Then there is no need for you to get worked up.
We will be replying by that date.
No, Mr. Pankaj Gupta,
No,
tell
we
me,
are
Mr.
not worked
Pankaj
up.
Gupta, you are in charge of finance for the Aam Aadmi Party. A minute, please. 1 second, 1 second. This is very intriguing. Mr. Gupta.
Just a minute.
No, Mr. Gupta, just a minute. Let me ask you something. Mr. Gupta, can I just ask you? The person who owns 80% of one of the donor companies called Infoland Software, he cannot be traced. He's gone missing. You know that.
No, I don't think he is missing. I absolutely don't think he is missing. Maybe he just went here and there, but he is available.
Where is here and there? Please tell me.
And there are addresses.
No, where is the here and where is the there? Where is he gone?
And what would you do if he is there?
No, I'm asking you. I'll explain to you why I'm asking you the question. 1 second, Mr. Gupta. Mr. Gupta, according to the Registrar of Companies, according to the Registrar of Companies, Infolands had identified Rajan Muglani, Managing Director of Rasik Plast Limited, as the majority stakeholder. Now, the Indian Express reported that on tracking the manufacturing facility of Rasik Plast, media found out that the production of this company stopped almost a decade ago. Okay? And the financials show that the total assets of the company were at 1.55 crore rupees only. And there was a net loss on the 2nd of March 2012. I just want to ask you, you say you handle finance for the Aam Aadmi Party. How does this dummy company or whatever it is get the money to donate ₹500 crore rupees to the Aam Aadmi Party? And by the way, Mr. Gupta, I haven't completed. This company, your donor, has an office which is traced to a suing company that runs out of one room. It has no revenue for the financial year dated March 31st, 2013. So how do they furnish 50 lakhs for the Aam Aadmi Party despite not having any revenue? And Sun Vision agencies, by the way, Mr. Pankaj Gupta, I haven't finished, which is another donor of ₹500 crore rupees, has an address which leads to a post office within an area which is pockets of unauthorized settlements. What's going on, Mr. Gupta? You want me to continue? And by the way, the big company Goldmine Buildcon Private Limited, which also gives 10 lakh rupees to the Congress Party.
Arnab.
No, this is very serious.
One more edition, time 12 at midnight.
No, Mr. Narayan Vyas, I'm just trying to add 2 and 2 together. I'm trying to get a coherent reply tonight.
There was no better time available.
No one has understood what is 12 o'clock.
No, this is not about the midnight. Let's be very specific. 1 second. Goldmine Buildcon Private Limited, which is supposed to be located at D8 Gokalpuri, does not exist at the location as per the RSC records. So, which means it's a fake or a dummy company. I sent my reporter there, and there are 2 shops listed as D8. There is nothing to do with Goldmine Buildcon Private Limited.
Arnab, whose responsibility?
Yours.
Arnab, whose responsibility
Yours.
is that to ensure whether no, it is not.
You are the head of finance of the Aam Aadmi Party. Who's giving you crores of rupees you don't know?
No, I am not. I am not responsible for the company.
You just wash off responsibility. Day one, yesterday you were voted in. You say I'm not responsible. Today.
Arnab, companies are there.
Sir,
companies have been registered. Companies exist.
Sir,
you just read their registration
Mr. Gupta,
number. If you have read their registration number, how
Mr.
does
Gupta,
that mean? One thing.
If
you have read the registration
Mr.
number,
Gupta,
it means the companies are there.
Arnab, I want to raise one
Mr. Gupta, the questions are relevant because you... No, Mr. Gupta,
I want to raise one
Mr. Gupta, you can't say I don't know today. I'm sorry, I don't buy that. I don't buy that line. I don't buy that line.
I have absolutely not
Gupta, if you'll give me a second...
I have not said
I'd like to get in Professor Vaidyanathan and Narayan Vyas registered.
Our companies are registered, and the Minister of Finance, Mr. Arun Jaitley, is responsible if these companies are fudging data or if the balance sheet and P&L statements are suspect, if they are donating, if they are violating the Companies Act.
No, 1 second.
Finance Minister to take action.
One second. How is Jaitley responsible? Mr. Jha, how is Jaitley responsible for it? Jaitley is not getting the money. The Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress Party are.
About a party that raising funds in an illegal
How is Jaitley responsible for it? How is the finance minister responsible?
The company was registered in 2009.
I don't understand this logic.
Today.
No, you must understand. Sanjay Jha, do you have a straight question here? I began by asking you, is there any financial umbilical cord? I'm saying today there is one company which has given money to both of you. And Mr. Pankaj Gupta, I am asking you directly.
There are multiple companies who have given money to multiple parties.
What? No, Mr.
There are multiple companies
Mr.
who have
Gupta,
given
can you give me a straight reply? Because there have been instances in the past. Are you aware of
Arnab, there are so many
companies?
examples of electoral trust given to
Arnab, are you
Congress
going
and
to put-
BJP. What have we got to do with the BJP? There's no umbilical cord. There's
Arnab, there are-
absolutely no relationship
I am
between the
asking
Congress
you.
and BJP, and we're very
I am
happy for it.
asking you. Were there one
There
second?
are, Arnab, multiple companies, thousands of companies. There would be hundreds of companies giving donation to more than
But
one
I
party.
thought you were for
So
financial
what would you say, that
probity.
all the
What happened?
political parties are connected? No. Why would I do the financial probe of the companies?
No, but you said,
Is that
didn't you,
under my
didn't you say
purview?
that any money above
I have
9,99,999 will be checked by the Political
Arnab.
Affairs Committee of the party?
What we have gone through this
Pankaj
multiple
Gupta,
times,
are you not a
that
member
what
of
do
the
we
Political
check?
Affairs
What
Committee
all
of the
can
Aam
we
Aadmi
check?
Party? Are there any
I
other
am.
transactions of the
I
Aam
am.
Aadmi Party
I
with these
am.
companies?
And
Can I
I'm
ask you one thing?
saying-
Pankaj Gupta, are there any other transactions of the Aam Aadmi
No.
Party with these companies?
No, we have not. We have not.
Since the
We have
company
not
and the
got any
directors
other
are not
transactions with these
traceable-
companies, but these are the transactions.
No, were there any receipts issued to the
No,
persons
again,
who
this is
delivered
wrong.
the...
That the companies and the companies won.
The money was
Companies
given
and
to you
the,
by check. Who came and gave you
directors
the
are not
check?
traceable is
No, who
wrong.
came and gave you the check? Who gave you the check?
So someone must have come.
Who is the someone?
Must have come. We are
Who
trying
is the
to find
someone?
out. It is like
Who
9 years
is the
old.
someone?
There are
Who
200,000.
comes? No, I want to ask you.
there are
No, 1 second.
200,000
1 second, Pankaj.
Arnab, you have
Pankaj,
to
1 second.
listen. You have to
Who
listen.
came and
There
gave
are
you the check?
200,000.
Someone came to
There
your
are
office.
two- I'm
Somebody
coming
came to you.
that.
Did somebody
There
come
are
to you?
200,000.
Who gave you the check of half a crore
There are
rupees?
200,000 donors for.
But 200,000 donors are not giving about a crore
donors
each.
for the parties.
No,
And their checks could come through anyone. People come
Anyone
and give
is-
checks.
who
we
is
get
that
checks
anyone?
on
Why
by
are you
the
avoiding
post.
my
People
question?
come
Who
and
is the
deliver
anyone?
checks. There could be. No, I'm not avoiding. We are finding out.
Finding out
I'm
where?
not avoiding. We are finding out who gave the check.
Who is it?
In
I'm
our
ask-
office.
you don't know.
Arnab, can I come
That's
in
how
for
we
a
will find
second?
out.
No, tomorrow Dawood Ibrahim
I
gives
just-
you money, you'll take it.
So
Arnab, I just
what is
want
there
to
to
ask
hide?
the Aam
Dawood
Aadmi
Ibrahim
Party
gives you money, you'll take
We
it.
have said, Arnab, multiple times
Arnab.
that we are ready to be
Arnab.
Narayan Vyas and
If the
Professor
company has done
Vaidyanathan
anything
coming
wrong,
back to the
company
debate.
needs to be
Narayan Vyas, please.
prosecuted.
Yes, please.
Hey,
Narayan Vyas.
Arnab, I would
Arnab, I
also
just
like
want
to
to
come
ask
to the
something.
defense of
I will-
the
I will-
Aam Aadmi Party.
what I-
One
what
second.
I'm trying to
Narayan
say
Vyas,
is-
please.
We are not
Arnab.
outnumbered in terms of
Arnab.
defense if we are given a fair chance.
I will give you a
Arnab,
fair
what I was
chance,
trying
but
to
you must
say
give me
is,
a fair answer.
If the premise made by the Aam Aadmi Party, if the premise made by the Aam Aadmi Party is held valid, there are thousands of companies on the list, even listed on the stock exchange, which are khoka companies, non-operating companies, and these are ideally the companies which are used for Hawala funding. Now, the moment you say you don't know who gave the check, you don't know about the company also, you don't know what was the source of the fund, I think this is exactly what is the use of these khoka companies which is being done.
What do you mean by khoka companies? What are khoka companies?
So
are
fake
we-
transactions.
What are
making
khoka
the
companies?
economic
What is a khoka
transactions
company? I
valid.
don't know. I don't know.
Pankaj Gupta
Khoka
says he
companies
doesn't
are-
know what a khoka company is.
Khoka
are you-
companies are those companies which
I
are
think he's
simply
talking about
existent.
shell companies which are
I'll
front-ended
tell you what are they.
payments.
They are
he's
existent
talking about
companies,
companies
don't
which are
transact
shell
much of a
companies
business, they are there,
created
they
only
file
for
the
illegal
returns, they
fund
have
routing.
numbers, everything. And make themselves available for these kind of transactions.
But Vyas Saab, in that case, shouldn't Mr. Arun Jaitley be
So these
investigating
companies should
it?
be
No, isn't then the responsibility of the finance minister, if he's aware that such companies exist?
My
it
dear
is the
friend,
job
there
of
is
the
a
finance
separate
minister
department
currently to
of
investigate
Arnab, can
that.
I come
Why-
in?
You should nip it in the bud.
My friend,
Nip it
there
in the
is a
Sambit
source.
Patra.
friend,
Why are
there
you
is a
allowing
separate
illegal funds to
department of
move to any
company affairs.
political party?
Arnab,
I don't
Can I
even
be
know.
allowed to
Pankaj
answer?
Gupta, I'm
You are saying
asking
that
you
that
again.
is Mr. Jaitley's
Pankaj
baby.
Gupta, I'm asking
It
you
is Mr.
again. Do
Arun
you
Jaitley's
know who
baby.
walked into
Instead of
your
sending
office
an
with so
income
much
tax
money?
notice to the Congress
One second.
party, he
Pankaj
should spend
Gupta.
his resources on investigating the
Again, I
illegal
would say,
companies.
Pankaj-
again, I'm saying that we are trying to find out. who
Pankaj
gave that
Gupta, do you have
check,
confirmation
and we are trying
letters
to
from
find
the
out.
person who delivered the POs to, from these above mentioned companies? Were there any receipts issued by the persons who delivered the POs? If so, to whom were they issued?
We will be responding. We will be responding everything to the income tax department.
Are you dealing
as
with
per the
no? Are you?
questions
Are
they
you?
have asked,
Do you?
and we
You know,
will be
you're a
responding to
party
them.
with probity.
We will-
You're a party. You say with probity. Tell me, do you deal with
Right.
khoka companies? Khoka companies are companies which are used to take cash and convert it into check. One second. There are parties that do their entire operations in cash also, unfortunately, in a black money economy. But I am asking you, have you ever taken, do you know of any people who collect money in cash, then use these Khoka companies,
would you say
companies to convert them to check?
Arnab, why would we do that? If we get cash and if we want to cash to be converted, why would we just not use the cash?
Okay, Sambit Patra.
And if we had done anything wrong, why would we put,
I just want to come in,
why would we put that on the web?
Okay, no, it's a debate. Professor Vaidyanathan will come into the debate also. Please, Vaidyanathan, Professor, feel free to come in. 1 second.
Arnab, I have a question over here.
Sambit Patra is coming in. Sambit Patra. I'm not getting an answer.
I have a question from my friend from Aam Aadmi
Yes,
Party.
Sambit.
See, sir, Mr. Pankaj, you have used certain words over here. I was jotting down those words when the questions were asked by Arnab. The words were, the directors may be found here and there. Who came with the money? Someone came with the money. Can anyone donate? You told, yes, anyone can donate. When words like here and there are used, someone is used, anyone is used by a person who is managing the finances of the Aam Aadmi Party, definitely you should use this IT notice as an opportunity to come clean, because you are demanding that you want to come clean.
That's what we are
with
saying.
all my humility at my disposal,
just blaming does not work.
No, Mr.
Sambit,
Pankaj.
please don't
Mr.
don't
Pankaj,
just
you
blame.
were saying the time
we
is a
have
suspect.
said many times.
Mr. Pankaj, I am not blaming you. Mr. Pankaj, just a second, I was not interrupting. Mr. Pankaj, I was not interrupting. Allow me a few seconds.
You have blamed me.
Allow me a few seconds, Mr. Pankaj. I was not
this is not done.
All I mean to say is, in the initial part of the debate, in the initial part of the debate, you said that time was a suspect. Though Arnab pointed out the letter and showed that the letter came on 9th of the month.
No, can you tell the Newshour viewers who
not
gave you
after
money
the counting
5
was
crores
done. So why
on
should
one day only for print advertising on the last day of the Delhi elections?
Please hold your
please answer that. Please don't appear so self-righteous.
Don't butt
You see,
in.
when the
Be polite.
Bharatiya Janata
Sanjay,
Party
be
starts to give
polite.
the people of India a
Be
lecture
courteous and be
with a
polite.
moral
Don't do this,
grandstanding,
Sanjay. Don't do
it
this.
is very
I'm asking
difficult
some
for me
questions
to
to
actually
Pankaj.
subside my laughter.
My
Listen
God.
to me, I can't keep a straight face.
Laugh then.
When the
Please
Bharatiya
laugh in
Janata
a
Party
corner,
starts
don't
giving
butt
a
in.
grandstanding and talks of virtues, talks of, a very great India
You
without
were in
corruption.
power
You
for
make
10
me
long
laugh.
years
But
in the
I have to
center.
keep a
If you
straight
knew
face
all
because
this
we
about
have a
Bharatiya Janata
serious
Party,
job to
Mr.
discuss.
Sanjay Jha, what have you received an IT notice for? Would you like to tell the people of India?
To BJP.
There is an
Arnab,
article
I want to ask
in
you a
today's
question.
You
paper.
should have investigated.
There is
What
an
do you want to
article
ask
in
party?
today's
If you knew all this, you were in
that
power
says
for all
that
this time.
24%
Why were you
of
not
Delhi's
investigating
poor
the BJP then,
would
Mr.
survive for 7
Sanjay
years,
Jha?
and that would cover the cost of Mr. Narendra Modi's suit. So who funds you? There's an article by Mr. Surjit Bhalla
God,
that
Mr.
says
Sanjay Jha, no one
24%
can
of Delhi's
deal with you.
households
If you knew all
would have
this
to
about
earn 7 years
Party,
living
then
to
why
pay
were
for
you not
Mr. Modi's
investigating?
suit. So
Why were you
Bharatiya
not
Janata Party
investigating?
needs to explain who funds you. Who funds the Bharatiya Janata Party? Which corporate? Who does it illegally? What is coming from all the money from abroad in terms of participatory notes? Explain that. There are bigger questions that are actually arising in this program.
Don't you know?
It's not just about an income tax notice to the Congress party. AAP has to defend its own self. I'm not concerned about
the
AAP.
Election Commission as prescribed by the law of the land. And if you still knew something
No,
more
of
than
course
this,
we do.
then why were you not investigating
Please
the
read the
BJP all
ADR
the time
report.
you
The
were in
Bharatiya
power?
Janata
But coming
Party
to-
is the
I don't want
only
to answer
party in
Sanjay Jha.
India
I have a
that
serious
did not
issue to
disclose
make.
who were the donors about
Arnab, I have to read out the
20,000.
statement
I'm repeating
of
it for the
Gentlemen,
third time, Sambit Patra.
the
Gentlemen,
spokesperson of the IT
I'm not going to
department.
hang around
Gentlemen,
here while you
I
play
think
footsie.
Kamal Mitra Chenoy wants
Can
to
I
come
just
into
read
Kamal
out
Mitra
the
Chenoy wants to
statement
come
made
to
by
the Aam Aadmi
Rekha
Party's
Shukla, the
defense.
spokesperson?
Yes, Professor
It's not
Chenoy.
just the
Professor
it is not
Chenoy.
just the Aam Aadmi's defense. Arnab, I relate to you one very famous scam in Indian financial history called the Dalmia Jain scam, which was looked at by Justice Vivian Bose of the Calcutta High Court. And in that scam were people like Shanti Prasad Jain and Sau Prasad Jain, who were the founders of the Times of India group.
Kamal Mitra
They
Chenoy.
were given 2 to 3 years
Kamal
to
Mitra
answer questions about how they got their money, why they misused their position.
Kamal Mitra Chenoy,
And
I am
those
asking you a
people got
fairly
2 or
direct
3
question.
2 or 3
I am asking you a fairly
years.
direct
You
question
are
here now, and I don't know why you
reluctant to
don't
give
want to
the
get to
Aam
the
Aadmi
point.
Party
No,
even a
I am
week
asking
or
you a
2
fairly
weeks.
direct question, Kamal Mitra Chenoy. Answer the
And I've
question
given
here
you
in
a
your
very direct
view.
answer.
In your
That
view,
is
I am
not
asking you this particular
Code of
question, and
Ethics for the
therefore let me
Times
put
of
the
India
question to you.
In the 1950s
No,
and
let me put the
you
question
should
to
have
you.
the same code of ethics.
Let me
now for
put the
Aam
question
Aadmi.
to you, Kamal Mitra Chenoy, and don't get worked up when I ask a very straight question. In this case, what emerges very clearly is that there is one company, okay, Mr. Kamal Mitra Chenoy? There's one company. And I request you to remain tightly focused on this if you have an answer. 1 second, Kamal Mitra Chenoy.
But
1 second, please. Now, there is a company called, you know the name of the company?
Why do you mention?
The name of the company is Goldware. The name of the company, Kamal Mitra Chenoy. The name of the company is, I'll tell you the name of the company. The name of the company is Goldmine Buildcon Private Limited. Okay, and Goldmine Buildcon Private Limited's corporate identification number is with me. The registration number is with me.
Have you seen that the...
One minute, the registered address is with me. Now, my question to you, Professor Chenoy. Professor Chenoy, tell me one thing. How is it that the same company, Professor Chenoy,
through a common auditor?
How is it that the same company, answer the question, Professor Chenoy, you don't want to listen to the question. I am asking you, how is it that the same company,
you haven't answered my question.
How is it that the same company gives money both to the Aam Aadmi Party and to the Congress Party, A? B, the company is non-existent. In your view, is it a coincidence?
It's obviously a shell company that someone is using. But because the shell company is used
therefore, the Pankaj Gupta, Kamal Mitra Chenoy says it's a shell company.
I mean, that's a ridiculous argument.
Kamal Mitra Chenoy. Now it's
so-called Coca companies.
No, I don't.
They might give money.
But Pankaj Gupta says he doesn't know about Coca companies. What Pankaj Gupta says he does. Pankaj Gupta, I'm asking you again. 1 second, Kamal Mitra Chenoy. Let's get Professor Vaidyanathan on the screen, please. 1 second. So my question goes now back to Pankaj Gupta. Pankaj Gupta, this whole allegation of Coca companies, do you think there's any basis in this? Do you believe that these are Coca companies which have contributed money to you? Or do you believe they are real companies? My simple question to you from the available information at hand, Pankaj Gupta, does it appear to you now that I've told you a little bit of the finances
from available
and the bank?
Information?
Yes.
So from the available information, what you are saying, it might be Coca companies.
Then you are taking money from Coca companies?
And they have donated to us. Again, as I always
why are
said,
Coca companies donating to you?
We cannot go to the backgrounds of all the companies. Again, you are not listening. Can you say that all the donations which are being done to any political parties, all the political parties are supposed to go to the companies and see what those companies are doing?
Saying,
if they are being registered
I am
in
of
India?
The view.
Is it our responsibility
Mr. Gupta,
how much is their profit?
Mr. Gupta, let me ask you one question. Mr. Gupta, let me ask you one question today. And I go back to Professor Vaidyanathan now. He's done a lot of work into all these transactions. You see, I find it interesting. First of all, I appreciate your candor. Let me first place on record, Pankaj Gupta, I appreciate your honesty that you are coming on the program and you're saying from the available information at hand, it appears to me they are Coca companies. By the way, Coca companies are dummy companies. They are not real companies. Somebody is using these shell companies to route the money and make it look legal. In other words, Professor Vaidyanathan, there's a strong possibility of illegal money being made to look legal when it is put through these sort of shell companies. Right? Now, what in your view is the accountability of a party like the Aam Aadmi Party or the Congress Party? Both of which seem to have received, at least allegedly, some money through what appears to be a dummy company. What is the responsibility of these two parties?
I will, incidentally, I should tell you, Arnab, I lost 100 rupees. Because one of my students told, you may come out of the program without telling even a single sentence. So
feel free. Don't worry about it.
So I did get a chance.
That's a good one. Okay.
3 points I would like to
Go ahead.
Given the nature of the panel, 3 points I would like to tell if I am not interrupted. First is, this is a loss-making company, not having any cash. But in spite of that, they could give 50 lakh to a party like Aam Aadmi Party, which is for probity and cleanliness. I appreciate the company, of their vigor and of their enthusiasm. Anyhow, I'm sure the leader of the Aam Aadmi Party, ex-revenue official, will definitely be able to deal with this particular issue. Your other question, that they gave it to both to Congress and Aam Aadmi Party, is a bit intriguing. Normally, major business houses give it to all parties, in some way or other. But why this, shell company, non-existing company, to be very precise, provided to Aam Aadmi and Congress is a very interesting question. It's not a regular, like Birlas or Tatas or any other major business group giving money to various parties. The third issue, I think, is very, very important. I think, respect to the fact whether Aam Aadmi Party or Congress, I think this political funding requires thorough cleansing. It's a very messy situation, and we are into a very, very bad situation. I'll give you an example. There is a constituency called Srirangam constituency, which is going to election in Tamil Nadu. Highly literate, reasonably well-to-do, in the sense it's middle class and upper middle class. A survey was conducted by the Hindu paper, and they found out 86% of the respondents of a very large survey, they told they wouldn't mind taking money, cash from the candidates. I think we are into a very, very serious situation in terms of the political parties' funding. I hope if IT follows this through very thoroughly and Aam Aadmi Party also comes out clean, or Sonia Gandhi's Congress comes out clean, that could be a beginning point for doing something on
good point.
Funding.
No, but is there, you see, right now, Professor, can I say one thing? I say one thing. I love your sarcasm, but I assure you it was not intentional. I only would like to tell you, Professor.
I'm not able to.
No, Professor.
Kindly tell your name and tell who is speaking.
No, I am saying to Arnab here. I am saying, Arnab, I am telling you that I love your sarcasm, Professor. I assure you it's not political. It's not intentional, because you are among politicians, and if you've noticed, there are 4 politicians on the program. They've all spoken. The problem with the professor is he's not fully a politician yet. He's a professor and he also dabbles in politics. So he got the 5th chance to speak. You're the only person on the panel. You're not yet with a political party. That's why you are not able to jump into this debate earlier.
No.
But that's on a lighter note. That's on a lighter note, sir. My question goes back. My question goes back now to the Congress party and to the Aam Aadmi Party. And don't feel victimized, Pankaj Gupta and Sanjay Jha. It's a very serious question, and I genuinely would also like to place on record that the Bharatiya Janata Party has a lot to do about the transparency of its own money. I want to know from the BJP the following questions. Do they not use these coca companies? Have they not received a single rupee from these coca or bogus companies? These 900 crores, 1,000 crores plus of funds which they have received and used in general elections, can they tell the people of India that not 1 rupee has been taken from bogus companies of the kinds that are being questioned now? These questions goes to you, Sambit Patra and Narayan Vyas. Because otherwise I'll pull out. Can you promise today? Can you swear today on national television, both of you, that both of you have not taken a single rupee through these similar routes?
Arnab, these are astronomical sums. The Bharatiya Janata Party is a beneficiary of thousands of crores of corporate money.
Narayan Vyas,
SIT is investigating
Sambit Patra.
It will find
Arnab,
huge
can I come in for a
treasure chest
second?
of illegal money that the BJP has.
No,
the
respond.
pot calling the kettle black.
Arnab,
it's a real joke.
Oh God, Sanjay, please for a second, please relax. Arnab, before I answer your question, which is a very pertinent one, I just wanted to ask our beloved professor, we all love Professor Vaidyanathan. He had a point to make in the very beginning that probably the coca company donated to Aam Aadmi Party for the probity bit. But in a lighter mode, Professor, I would like to ask, the coca company donated to both the Aam Aadmi Party for probity, but why did it donate the Congress, the corruption? That means the coca company was donating to corruption also and probity as well. This is something I believe only you can decipher. And
no, but why are you not answering my question? How much money have you taken from coca companies? How much money have you taken from coca companies?
For Congress,
we do not believe in round tripping of money.
For Congress, they gave only 10 lakhs
of money.
You don't believe in round tripping of money. You've not taken any money from front companies like this.
Of money, we have always followed in letter and spirit whatever the constitution and the law of this country has laid. Every time we have gone to the election commission, submitted our accounts. Only day before yesterday we have finished this election. Our candidates will go to the election commission, submit all the donations that we have received. If we are under the income tax laws of this country, anyone is open under the RTI laws to the income tax department.
Be careful, because tomorrow nobody should be.
Our accounts.
Pankaj Gupta is asking you a counter question. Pankaj, yes. Yes, Pankaj.
Sambit, 80% of your money is unaccounted for, or it is from unknown sources. Why don't you come clean on that? We have been telling time and again that we are taking this as an opportunity, that if we have done anything wrong, we should be told or we should be punished for that. We have said that if the companies which donated to us are wrong and they should not have donated, then proper action needs to be taken against them. We are taking this as an opportunity to tell everyone concerned that all the political parties should come clean with their funding. Rules should be laid out fresh if it is required. New rules should be laid out if it is required.
Pankaj, your statement is wrong.
And just
Pankaj, your statement is wrong. Because you are saying if these companies, if you are saying,
why is it wrong?
I'll tell you why it's wrong. You are saying two things at the same time. One, you are saying if these companies have given us money and if we have done something wrong, we accept it. And then you are, at the same time, you are saying I can't be responsible for where the money comes from as long as I get it from check. It just makes no sense. I mean, understand this, Pankaj. Pankaj. I'll tell you, it makes absolutely no sense for the same reason. One second.
Pankaj, there is a line.
Pankaj,
there is a line from the political parties. Yes.
Pankaj, the question to you is, if for instance, what you're actually getting, because these front companies are only a front, that's why they're called front companies. The real person with the cash is behind somewhere. Right? There is somebody who has cash. There is somebody who's taking part in the black economy of this country. There is somebody who's avoiding taxes. That's the only reason they are using these front companies to convert the cash into check. These front coca companies are only cash to check generation companies. They are not. Nobody with a legitimate check. No, nobody with a legitimate check, Pankaj Gupta, will go to a coca company and say, I want to route my check through your company.
Arnab, that is what we are saying. Arnab, that is what we are saying.
So what are you saying? Somebody is routing. No, Pankaj, just listen to me. Pankaj, just give me half a minute, and then we can debate this.
Done anything wrong?
Pankaj, we can debate this. Just give me half a minute. Just give me my point to you. Pankaj, listen to me, please.
Okay.
My point. I'm not arguing with you. I'm just making one point with you. See, Pankaj, look at it logically. Somebody has cash and is using these coca companies to convert the cash to check, and then is giving you the check, right? So there is an original benefactor. You are saying two things. You are saying as long as I am getting it in check, it doesn't matter where it came from. I disagree with that, because suppose what you are actually getting is black money, hawala money, illegally procured money, drug money, narcotics money, and God forbid, Mr. Pankaj Gupta and Sanjay Jha, money with terror links. You cannot then absolve yourself of responsibility by claiming that you have disclosed your sources online. You can't say I disclosed my sources online. What if tomorrow Dawood Ibrahim is somewhere there sitting behind giving money to political parties? You see, you have a responsibility.
Sanjay,
Sanjay, you understand my point.
For the last 9 months. 1 minute, if the income tax has had information that these are shell companies, why haven't these companies been frozen? Why hasn't the enforcement directorate, etc., gone down to hunt where the directors are? The entire police should be out.
No, but you both understand my point. No, Sanjay and Pankaj, you dispute my point.
But what kind of a government do you have? No, 1 minute. This government chooses
Sanjay, you're again on the issue of timing.
Before the election.
No, Sanjay, the problem is,
you are making
the problem is that
what is this government capable of?
Sanjay, you are going back to the issue of timing. I am not on the issue of timing. I am not on the issue of timing, Sanjay Jha. Why don't you understand?
No,
I am not on the issue of timing. Don't keep going back on the issue of timing. I am on the issue. I am on a bigger issue. I am on a bigger issue.
Arnab, since you are saying,
I am on a bigger issue, Sanjay.
But since you are saying there could be serious mastermind criminals behind it, isn't it the job of this government to nab those criminals?
You see, what you are doing is passing the parcel.
Doing for the last weeks.
What you are doing is passing the parcel. Professor Vaidyanathan and Sambit Patra can answer that.
We have responded to the IT notice giving the panel.
Professor Vaidyanathan and Narayan Vyas want to come back. Professor Vaidyanathan.
If that is fake, let the government investigate it.
Okay, Professor Vaidyanathan wants to come in, please. Sanjay, 1 second. Professor Vaidyanathan, yeah.
I think, the Aam Aadmi Party has been very hurried, rather. If they had got 19,900 from several people, no question would have come. I think, less than 20,000. And they have been very enthusiastic. Secondly, this defunct company seems to be very intelligent. They gave only 10 lakh to Congress party. Small amount.
Why?
The huge amount has gone into the Aam Aadmi Party critique. And this issue is very, very important. I think maybe Aam Aadmi Party itself can start on that, or Congress can start on this, in terms of cleaning the process of funding of political parties. Why I am telling about these two parties are today accused or asked to explain. They can come clean and then they can start a movement actually, that this whole issue of funding of parties should be more transparent.
Sure.
And it should be cleaned up. There is no need for all these 20,000 barrier and other thing. Today everything is electronically generated and you can keep track of all the accounts. Even if it is 10 rupees, it is possible for you to keep track.
No, but you know...
I think all the political parties...
That is what we do.
Most importantly, must come forward to clean up this entire process of...
That's a long-term thing. That's a long-term thing. No, that's a long-term thing.
It's not a long-term thing. It shouldn't take more than 1 year. You see, Bihar election is coming. Let us be very, very clear. Before Bihar election, this can easily be done. It's not something which cannot be done or anything.
Yeah, but
let every party keep track of what is it taking. And this is not something which is impossible.
You know Jai Narayan Vyas.
It's within the realm of all the political parties.
No, you know Jai Narayan Vyas. I want to get him back to the debate. Pankaj, it's very interesting. Money goes into the politics of this country. Politicians cannot say to the people of India, we'll take money regardless of source. And I must say, Pankaj, it is extremely disappointing to me today. Yesterday, you won 67 out of 70 seats. Congratulations to you. No, 1 second. No, but I must tell you, I must forewarn you, Pankaj Gupta. Like I said earlier, earlier the Aam Aadmi Party had become very arrogant, and then, you reduced your arrogance. It was a good thing. People liked the less arrogant AAP. But you must not look at everything only through a political lens. Now, your argument cannot be like, this is why the Congress Party is in trouble. They keep saying, so what if we took a little bit of money, they got more money from other sources. My question to you is whether you took 2 rupees or 2 crore rupees from these people.
We have never said so what. Arnab, we have never said so what. We are saying that as far as we are concerned, we have not done anything wrong. We want the investigations to be done and be told that what has been what is done in the whole process.
Are you shocked?
And on the same note, I am saying that the professor what he suggested, we have already done that.
No, I look at long-term solutions later. No, I look at long-term solutions. I look at long-term solutions.
It's not a long-term solution. Arnab, just give me one line. Allow me to say one line. That we have already started the process of collecting cash electronically. For each rupee collected, we issue a receipt at the same time. And we collect all the information about the donor at that point.
Pankaj, you are doing 10% and not doing 90%. I'm sorry, Pankaj. Then you're doing 10% and not doing 90%.
No.
You are into the. One second, Pankaj. Pankaj, what you're doing is you're making Pankaj, what you're doing is you're publicizing the fact. You are publicizing the fact that you put it online. That, I'm sorry, but that is drama. You actually have to go into the details of who is paying you that fat check. So you can't say it doesn't matter to me as long as I put the check number online. That's, then what you're doing is you're marketing honesty, but you're not actually being honest. Yes, Jai Narayan Vyas, why don't you disclose your 80% of your funds which come from unknown sources? Hundreds of crores.
I will tell Arnab one point, minor point.
Yes, Jai Narayan Vyas.
Arnab,
we have disclosed.
Arnab, one minor point.
Who's making?
I fully agree with the professor.
Yes.
I am in full agreement, total agreement with the professor that there is a need to clean up the sources and also have better transparency, and it should be done, and the technology now being available, it should be possible. That beginning has to be made. Having said this, I am also surprised by a very simplistic approach of the Aam Aadmi Party.
Which is what?
They say that we have got the funds by the check. So it's like saying that to copy in the examination is no crime, but to get caught is the crime. Now, I think it is not only that you get check, there are several ways of getting checks. The check, the person who is giving that check, their background, the source is more important. That is where they have omitted the scrutiny. And because it has surfaced, now they are saying we will find
And you've
out.
done that for each one of your donors?
This would have gone unnoticed.
You've done that for each one of your donors?
You account for 10 rupees, you account for 20 rupees, and you do not account for 2 crore.
You've done that for each one of your donors, Mr. Jai Narayan Vyas? Yes, Pankaj is responding. Yes, Pankaj.
I think Arnab.
Let Pankaj respond first. Yes, Pankaj.
Arnab,
What we have put everything on the website, and
Arnab,
we are now being questioned that why are we putting on the website, and even after putting it on the website, we are not correct. You have said that you are not disclosing 90%, but only disclosing very little. All of the money which we have collected till date has been put on the website. Why would we hide anything if there
How
is
does that
anything wrong?
matter?
We have,
No,
this is
no,
the requirement.
you didn't answer my question.
This is the requirement.
You
by
didn't
the
answer my
government,
question.
that You should.
No, you didn't.
I have answered all the questions.
No, you
I
haven't.
have
You tell me,
answered all your
Pankaj, are you
questions.
sure the money you got is not black money?
You continue
Yes.
to
No, one
go
second,
like
simple
this.
question.
How does it matter?
And completely
Again.
transparent.
No,
Again,
are you
there are
sure?
no-
Are you sure? Are you sure that the money you are getting is not black money?
Arnab.
Now, are you sure the money you are getting is not
Arnab,
black
there
money,
are thousands
Pankaj?
of companies.
No, let Pankaj answer.
Arnab, I will answer that.
Yeah.
I'm answering that. There are hundreds of companies donating to hundreds of all the parties.
See, again, then
Can we be sure of all the companies that they are?
No, I'm asking you.
Arnab,
You
have
answer
to-
for
you have to
yourself.
understand that.
You answer for
We
yourself.
as a
No,
political
that is
party,
you're dodging the
we
question.
as a political
No,
party,
Pankaj,
that's
you're
what I'm
dodging the
answering.
question. I am asking you.
No, we are not.
Everybody is
We-
responsible
no.
for themselves.
We as
You
a
cannot answer
political
that.
party.
The way. No, 1 second. Your question is.
Okay.
Your
Okay,
question
I'm
is
answering
like,
for
if I
myself.
ask you,
I'm
have you
answering for
committed a
myself.
crime? If I were to ask you, have you committed a crime? 1 second.
As a political party,
I'm asking you, Pankaj, 1 minute.
we have not committed any crime.
Pankaj, answer
I'm
my
very
question.
categorical
Pankaj,
in
answer
saying
my
that we have
question.
not committed any
Pankaj,
crime.
answer my question, please. And I want you and Sanjay Jha to answer a simple question. Tonight, at least the case is on two parties, so I'm asking up with you. My question is simple. Are you sure that the money which you are getting through these coca companies, which you on television today have admitted that it appears to you it's a coca company? I think it's a very big admission. The Aam Aadmi Party admitting that this company through whom the money came appears to be a coca company from the available evidence is a very, very important comment. I am asking you, Pankaj, since that admission has been made, you and Sanjay Jha tell me.
On behalf of the Congress Party,
you don't make a statement. Take my question, Mr. Jha.
Please, Arnab, I have said it before.
Mr. Jha, take my question, and my question to you is: Are you sure it's not? Are you sure it's not black money?
Well, let me tell you, the Congress Party, I'm repeating it again, this is for the third time on your program, we have responded to the notice.
Answer the question, are you sure that what you got through this coca company is not black money?
I'm telling you a very germane issue that
Germane, don't tell me what the germane issue is. I am asking you a straight question. What is germane or not germane is not for you to judge. Sanjay Jha, my question is very simple. No, my question is simple.
The Companies Act comes under the Ministry of Finance.
Mr. Jha,
and the Minister of Finance is Mr. Arun Jaitley.
Mr. Jha, you took 10 lakh rupees from this company, did you not? You took 10 lakh rupees from this company. It may be a small amount for the President of the Congress Party. You took 10 lakh rupees from this company. I am asking you, did you even disclose this online? Did you even disclose it online? Aam Aadmi Party, Pankaj, you disclosed it online, right? That you took money.
We have given this answer.
Did you disclose it online? Did you disclose it online?
Arnab, listen.
Did you disclose it? Did you disclose your funds?
We are over 125-year-old.
I don't care whether you're 125 years old or 125 hours old. Did you disclose it?
Full disclosure.
Did you disclose it?
We have made a full disclosure.
No, did you disclose it?
Tax.
No, did you disclose that you took money from this company?
All facts and figures.
Did you disclose it that you took money from this company, Goldmine Wilcon Private Limited? I don't think you did.
Donating since the year 2005.
No, Mr. 1 second.
Well, let me tell you, I'm telling you we have, so you can prove me wrong if you want to.
You question them, Mr. Sanjay Jha. Mr. Sanjay Jha, I am asking you today, Mr. Jha, please now. Mr. Jha, please now, and please do not. Mr. Jha, please understand this. Will you apologize to the Aam Aadmi Party? Because you, no, 1 second. You question them. Mr. Sanjay Jha, listen to me now. You questioned the Aam Aadmi Party about why they took money from this company called Goldmine Wilcon Private Limited. On the 3rd of February, your party said the Aam Aadmi Party must come clean and tell the people of Delhi whose money is this. Your party said the Aam Aadmi Party must come and tell the people of Delhi where the money came from. Your Congress spokesperson Abhishek Manu Singhvi went and said, I want an in-depth investigation into the dubious donations to the Aam Aadmi Party, and then said, and I exactly quote now, said, Those who used to give us lectures saying we are Snow White and have descended from heaven are allegedly taking money from dubious companies. Where are these saints of transparency who have become the dacoits of black monies? Congress spokesperson's comment. Now I am asking you, after having said all of these things, it now emerges, Mr. Sanjay Jha, that you took money from the same company. After saying all this, it now emerges, Mr. Sanjay Jha, that, one second, that you are hypocritical. After saying all of this, it appears after all the fire and brimstone, Mr. Sanjay Jha, it now appears, it emerges that you, no, 1 second.
1 minute.
You called the Aam Aadmi Party dacoits. You called the Aam Aadmi Party dacoits.
There's a larger
You called the
issue of
Aam
a
Aadmi
political
Party
motive.
dacoits for taking money from this company. What would you call yourself? You call the Aam Aadmi Party dacoits for taking money from this company. What would you call yourself now that it has been proven you've taken money from the same company? Did your president of the Congress party accept a check from the same company or not, Mr. Jha? Please come on.
The Congress party with all the relevant documentary
What
data.
relevant documents? You didn't know?
To the income tax.
Did you know you
As
took
far as
money from the
issues
same
are
company,
concerned,
Sambit Patra,
that is
and
for them to answer?
Did you take money
if
from?
They got an IT notice, is for them to answer.
Ridiculous.
And as far as the BJP
You
is
took money
concerned,
from the
you're
same
fully
company,
aware,
Mr. Jha.
They have made no disclosure.
You were giving lectures in your press conference.
Allegations on Hawala of companies which are associated with BJP.
You accused
of
Mr.
companies
Sanjay
which
Jha.
are
I'll open up the phone lines if
associated
you
with the
continue
BJP.
like this. My question to you is, I'll open up the phone lines. My question right now is, should I open the phone lines?
Arnab,
Should I open the phone lines,
free,
Mr. Jha,
Arnab,
so you
because I
can
think
get a
the
sense of
BJP
how
has a
people
lot
in
to
this country are
explain for.
thinking? My question is, and I open the phone lines for 2 minutes.
Well, I
phone
think a lot
lines-
of
phone
people are
lines will
worried
open
about
right
crony
now.
capitalism and the current Modi
No,
government.
Mr.
Open
Jha,
up the-
I do
open up
believe
the
in
phone lines.
transparency.
Open up the phone lines so that people can ask some
Yeah,
tough
open up the
questions.
phone lines so that people, I am asking the Aam Aadmi Party questions, I have a right to. Because I have been consistent in asking the questions to the Aam Aadmi Party on this subject. But you, Mr. Jha, you and your party, you called them money launderers. And why did you call them money launderers? Because they took money, the allegation of the Awam was that they took money from this company. Now, Mr. Jha, you also took money, it seems, from that company. You called them money launderers. What would you call yourself?
Arnab, I
No,
cannot
Mr. Jha,
confirm-
please.
I cannot confirm it till I actually read it with my own eyes.
Mr.
listen,
Jha,
I'm
you have
not-
received
I'm not
an
taking
IT
your
notice.
statement at face value. But I'm looking at Sambit Patra. Sambit Patra is looking very happy.
Why are you dodging it to Sambit Patra?
85% of his source.
Why are you looking
that's
at
a
Sambit
remarkable
Patra, Baba?
audacity.
You are being heckled,
That's
you
a
are looking at
remarkable
me.
audacity,
Why are you
Sambit.
looking at me?
Congratulations.
No, why?
You
what-
have a question to answer. I am a news
Pankaj
spectator. Why
Gupta.
are you looking at my face?
Arnab,
Don't look at me. Look at yourself. Do some soul searching. You don't need to look at BJP. You need to look at yourself, Sanjay
You
Jha.
called
Do some soul
Pankaj
searching.
Gupta's party dacoits of black money. 1 second. You called them
Mr.
dacoits
Patra,
of black
stand
money. Did
exposed,
you
your
call them
party
dacoits
stands
of black
exposed.
money?
Tell Mr. Jaitley to take action against the companies.
No, what? Don't dodge it. You call them dacoits of black money, right? You called Pankaj Gupta's party dacoits of black money. I'm telling Pankaj Gupta, be clean. And he says, I'll open myself up to an investigation. We could have made a mistake. But you made it political, Mr. Jha. You went and called them dacoits of black money for taking money from these companies. Now it appears you took a check from the same damn company.
Well, let me tell you.
Why did you do this?
If you take money of the kind of
What kind of? You were taking money from the same company.
And
What's
you
it?
pretend that you
The same
you
company.
have no idea about where they come from. They have to explain. I'm not saying it's Hawala money
understand
or
this.
whatever, but they have
Pankaj
to
Gupta
know
is quiet.
what the
He's not
source is
taking
and
you on,
make
I
the
think.
relevant
But
disclosure.
anyway,
we have made the disclosure.
Should I take a
AAP
couple
has
of
to handle
calls?
its own investigation. I can't speak on behalf of AAP. That's for them to answer.
Why were Mr. Sharma from Delhi is the first caller here. Yes, Mr. Sharma, what do you have to say? Mr. Sharma, reduce the volume of your TV set. Mute it, otherwise we won't be able to hear you.
Yeah, I just want to know.
Yeah, Mr. Sharma, go
I want
on.
to know. Hello?
Can hear you, Mr. Sharma, go on.
Yeah, I just want to know the checks which were received by our party, in which capacity and who has signed in which capacity.
Mr.
And
Gupta, answer
the
him.
name of the company in whose this account has been opened.
So these were the checks from the company. All the
Yes, Mr. Gupta.
These are all the companies registered with the ROCs. We have received 4 checks from 4 different companies, rather pay orders from 4 different companies, and they are the bankers' pay orders, so they are signed by the banker.
And you don't know where the money came from. You don't know who received it, when,
wrong.
Who came to deliver the check. You have no record of all of that.
No. Just again, as we have said, time and again we are saying that we are investigating that. There are a number of checks which come to our
Mr.
office.
Sharma, actually, Mr. Gupta is repeating the same point. My question actually is more to the Congress party tonight. I don't want to let Mr. Sanjay Jha off the hook. Unfortunately, Mr. Jha, this has come towards the end of Newshour debate number 1. Otherwise, I would have kept the phone calls alive and you would have realized what the people of this country think. On this particular, you call somebody dacoits for taking money, later it emerges you were quietly taking money through the back door from the same company. Think yourself, do some soul searching. Mr. Sanjay Jha, Professor Vaidyanathan, Pankaj Gupta, Kamal Mitra Chenoy, Narayan Vyas, and Sambit Patra. Yes, Professor. Yes, Professor. Otherwise, you'll go back to your student and say you were proven right a second time.
The onus is on every political party to do due diligence regarding the money which they are receiving, particularly large chunks of money. It cannot be shifted to finance ministry or it cannot be shifted to President of India.
I agree
with you. The onus is on them, first point. Because otherwise they are behaving like Swiss bank. We don't know where from it came. It can be,
I agree with you.
Terror money.
I agree with you. I'll take another call, please. Because my calls are coming in thick and fast. But I can't close the debate now. I'm going to open up to one more call. Professor, one second. The viewer comes first. I'll take caller number 2 right now. Hopefully it's a call which takes... Okay, 1 second. Caller number 2, Mr. Sanjay Jha. This is Mr. Subhash from Nashik. Go ahead, Mr. Subhash. Good evening.
Good evening, Arnab. How are you?
I'm very well, Mr. Subhash. Thank you.
Yeah. Arnab, nice talking to you.
Same here.
I just want to ask Mr. Sanjay Jha one very simple question. You know, every time you've been asking him if he has taken if the Congress party is accepting the money, yes or no, he tries to avoid that question.
Yeah.
Why doesn't he understand English when you ask him point blank questions? Yes or no, Mr. Jha? What is that you're trying to hide about? I mean, this country is suffocating here. This is our hard-earned money which is getting, all these things. Why just you can't tell, in simple English, yes or no, did you take this money or no? Just say yes or no, yes.
Exactly.
Simply. I mean, otherwise you speak all good English.
Mr. Subhash, I'm assuming that you followed the program and I respect your question. We have accepted this money in check. We have deposited the money.
There you have accepted it.
Number.
No, so you accept.
The covering letter. We have details.
Very good. So you have accepted the money from the...
to the income tax.
Fair enough.
The bigger question today, Mr. Subhash,
don't give me the bigger question.
The large political party like the
bigger question. You accepted.
Which has 85%
you have
of
accepted.
undisclosed.
You have accepted, Sanjay. You have accepted that you have taken money from Goldmine, Buildcon Private Limited, a dummy company quite clearly. And
I'm not aware. I'm saying from the 10 lakh company, 1 minute, Arnab.
No, one second.
I'm talking about the company
Mr. Jha, simple question. If Party A,
that I have not read right now, so
one second. If Party A, while taking money from a company, becomes a dacoit, and Party B also takes money from the same company, what would you call Party B?
It was already a dacoit, by the way.
Okay, we'll wrap it up at that point. It's an interesting turn on the debate. I'm sorry if I can't take too many callers tonight.
Arnab,
1 second, I'm wrapping this debate up. Mr. Professor, I gave you your turn. My big debate on Bihar is coming up because I think what's happening in Bihar is absolutely unacceptable out there. The governor cannot... cannot act like a BJP agent. Debate number 2 is coming up. Thank you for participating in debate number 1 on the Newshour tonight.